So when you start the game, you get this little introduction about it, pretty much telling you why you're at this panel. So to get the first ending, all you literally have to do is wait here for 3 minutes. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to speed it up so we don't have to sit here together for 3 minutes of boredom. For the second ending, you just have to sit here and press the red button exactly 20 times. Ignore a bunch of the stuff that'll happening. We'll be using that all later, but just for the second ending, just press it 20 times, click away. With baby steps, it gets a bit more complicated, so this time we're going to press that red button, flick that red switch, and then press that red button once more. For the fourth ending, we're going to press the red switch twice, and it will give us 3 buttons up top that look like Roman numerals. Now, if you look on the instructions poster on the right-hand side, there's something that looks like a ladder. If you look at it from a sideways view, you can tell indeed it is Roman numerals, and it reads 132231, and it can be read in either direction, up or down. So we're going to type this code in. Then we are revealed some more panels. This includes the red lever. Pull the lever to the left. This will reveal a green 10-digit number pad on the right-hand side. Now, if you look on the instruction poster, there is a math equation on the left-hand side. Referring to the top of the equation, there will be 4 digits that you can see. They are 8, 3, 6, 7. We will also be using this code later on for other ones, but type this into the number pad. And this will show us this grid of green squares. There's a bit of a clue underneath it that says 666, and there's a red pentagram on the instructions poster. We're going to try to make a star-like shape like this. You're going to click the middle of the top row, skip down to the third row and click the first and the last, and then skip down to the last row and click the second in and the second from last. This will give you the ending. For the fifth ending, all you have to do is press the red button 15 times. It will reveal a hammer on the left-hand side. Pick up the hammer and drag it to the screen where it will smash the screen. You will be left with just a question mark in the middle of the screen, and if you press this, don't freak out, but it will shut down your game. All you have to do is reopen up the game, and you'll even get an achievement for it, so don't panic. For this ending, we're going to press the red button twice, which gives us those Roman numerals. We're going to type in the code that we know to be 132231. From there, we're going to pull the lever to the left. This will reveal that 10-digit number panel on the right-hand side. And looking at the math equation that we looked at before, we're going to look at the bottom line instead. The numbers in it are 8232. We're going to type this into that panel. This will give us this date-looking thing, and it's kind of a reference to Back to the Future. So you have 2 options here. This time, we're going to press the back button on the left-hand side. This is going to be the exact same as the one before it, but instead of pressing the button on the left, we're going to press the button on the right-hand side. So double-click that red button, type in the Roman numerals 132231, pull the lever to the left, and then type in the code 8232. Now when this appears, press the button that points to the right instead of the one that points to the left. This time we're going to press that red button 8 times to reveal a screwdriver on the right hand side. Grab the screwdriver and drag it up to this little panel also on the right hand side. Now if you look at the instructions, look in the second line of the word grab. It is spelt wrong. Instead of an A, it is GRBB. Corresponding with the colors on this panel, press the green, the red, the blue, and then the blue again. I feel like I'm constantly repeating myself, but press that red button twice to reveal those Roman numerals and type in our favorite number, 132231. Then pull that red lever to the left. This will reveal that 10-digit number pad and type in the numbers 8367 from the first line of the math equation. Along with that grid of green buttons, we also have the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 on the right bottom hand side. Now if you look at the instructions poster, the steps are not in order. They are 1, 2, 4, 3. So try typing these numbers into this new panel. As always, press that red button twice and it will reveal the Roman numerals. Now press our favorite numbers 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1 and pull the lever to the right this time instead of to the left. Now we have a new panel with the buttons 0 and 1 and the words bender. Looking up at the instructions, we see 7 squares. They are gray and red. If you consider the gray ones to be the 0 and the red ones to be the number 1, press them in 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Press that red button twice and type in the Roman numerals 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1. Ignore the lever this time and instead look at the panel on the far left. It says don't do it. Then there are 4 green buttons. Looking up at the poster, there are also arrows on it. If you match the arrows to the buttons, you will press the top left one once, the top right one twice, and then the top left one once more. Now for the ease of everything, I'm not going to explain why you were doing exactly what you were doing. Just trust me, please. Press that red button twice and you're faced with Roman numerals. Type in our number 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1 and pull that red lever to the left. Now on the number pad that's on the right of the red button, type in the variables from the math equation. They are 8, 3, 6, and 7. Now you're going to have that new 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom right hand corner and type in the numbers 1, 2, 1, 1. On the left hand side with 3 silver buttons. Press the keys in this order: right, right, middle, left, 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 middle, right. Now this is where things will get a little bit nerdy. Press that red button twice and type in the Roman numerals 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1 and pull that red lever to the left. Now press that red button 6 more times to reveal a screwdriver on the right hand side. If you grab that screwdriver and bring it up to the monitor where there's the loose wires, then we will reveal a display on the very front bottom. Now look at the note that says don't do it. Click on that a few times and it will reveal the words Pisano Leonardo, which is referring to Leonardo Fibonacci of Pisa, who introduced the Fibonacci sequence. Now if you don't know what that is, go back to school or Google it. Now using that green number pad on the right hand side of the red button, type in the numbers 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and 13. Click that red button twice and it will reveal the Roman numerals. Click 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1 and this time ignore the red lever. Look at the green buttons on the left hand side of it before we use these buttons with the instruction poster. But if you notice, the word correct is upside down. What if indeed the arrows themselves are then upside down? So instead of doing what we did before, click the bottom right once, the bottom left twice, and the bottom right once more. A new panel will come out of the right hand side of this, which looks like a clicker. There is a clue on it that says 276. So press that gray button 276 times for the purpose of this video. I will speed it up so you don't have to wait with me, and then once you reach that number, hit the red button. Now this level is simply a game called City Boom that you must play on the screen in front of you. A plane will fly from the left into the right. Each time it will have a different number of bombs, sometimes 3, sometimes 4. You must destroy the buildings in order for the plane to make a safe landing. Now be careful how you aim the bombs. You don't want to crash into one of the buildings, otherwise it will be game over. So strategically drop your bombs onto the buildings to destroy them layer by layer so your plane can land safely. This next ending requires a game, but I will warn you it will be a bit gory, so touch that red button 15 times to reveal the hammer on the left hand side. Grab the hammer and use it on the red button in the center. Something will start to appear from it. Press it again and a bloody fetus will appear. This is where I warned you it would get a bit graphic. Now if you press the fetus, 3 red bubble blood sacs will appear on the panel. Each one must need to be pressed 3 times in order for it to be destroyed. Once you've destroyed all of them, touch the fetus again and 6 more sacs will appear. Destroy them the same way as the others, touch the fetus and 9 more sacs will appear. Once you've destroyed all of them, the fetus should explode. But while you are doing this, you are on a time watch. There is a red drop of blood dripping from the red button in the center to the restart button at the bottom. You must complete this all before the timer runs out. This next ending can only be found at midnight, or if you change the clock on your computer to be just before midnight, which is what I did. Now you're going to start by clicking the red button 8 times in order to reveal the screwdriver on the right hand side. Grab that screwdriver and bring it up to the instruction mode. Now, That will open, and behind it, it will reveal three little clocks, one representing the minutes, one representing seconds, and one representing the hours. This is how it knows that it's midnight. Once your clock hits midnight exactly, a small ticket will appear out of it. It will have 6 lines of dots, each line containing 4 dots. They should be gray and red. Now, each time you do this, the dot combination will be different, so don't try to restart it and redo it. Now, going from the bottom, counting up, you're going to count the number of red dots and type that in to the code. So first it's 3, then 2, then 3, then 1, then 2, then 2. Hitting the red button twice, we will reveal the Roman numerals. We are going to press the numbers 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 1, and skip over the red lever. Instead, we're going to look at the green buttons. We're going to hit the bottom right one once, the bottom left one twice, and then the bottom right one once again, and this will reveal the counter button in the right front corner. If you noticed before, all the 6s are red, so what if we hit the code 666? Don't mind me as I fast forward as we get there. Ending on 666 and hitting the red button, we're given this panel of symbols. If you remember this guy from earlier on ending number 5, we're going to want to make sure all the symbols are clicked except for the 4 in the corners, which is the hourglass, the key, the waves, and the crying eye. Now this ending is by far the most complicated. Press the red button twice to reveal the Roman numerals. Type in the code 132231 as usual. Press the bottom right, the bottom left, and then the bottom right again. Take note of the D4. Now move the lever to the left. Type in the top of the equation that we've been using. Press the red button again until a screwdriver appears, and use the driver on the instructions. Ignore the clocks this time and instead look at the code. You're going to use this code and it kind of works like Battleship. So now on the green grid, press the second column, 4th row, the 4th column, 1st row, the 4th column, 4th row, and the 4th column, 7th row, and then lastly the 6th column and the 4th row. On the green numbers on the right side of the button, type in 4020. Open up the panel that will reveal the color buttons on the right side with the screwdriver. Now, remember in the bomb stage when we played the little game with the plane? If you remember, at the very end there were some glitchy letters. Those were Y, R, B, and B. So try pressing the buttons yellow, red, blue, and blue. Grab that diamond, drop it in the right, and press the left button. No more questions. So the 20th ending came up randomly for me, but it said awaiting input in the middle of the screen. If you press the red button, then 2 more red buttons will appear. If you press those 2 new ones, then more new ones will appear. It will fill out each part of the input as long as you press the new buttons. Eventually, a passport will appear in the right-hand corner of the screen. If you click it, it will be an homage to Papers, Please. A man will appear on the screen, and you'll be presented with 2 stamps, a red one and a green one. If you choose the green one, then nothing will happen, but if you choose the red one, then it will deny him access, and you'll get this ending. Button once, and then notice the little gray arrow that appears on the board. Press the square beside it and follow the arrows to all the invisible squares that you can press. There should be 7 of them. Then on the 8th one, where you click where it should be, it will reveal a pad. Now you're going to have to use some Minesweeper-like skills. Press the top right corner, the bottom second from right, the top left, the right of the top left, the middle left, and right of the middle left in order to keep them all lit up. This might be the second most complicated one, so we're going to start off by pressing that red button in the middle twice. This will reveal the Roman numerals, and we will press the numbers 132231. Bring that red lever to the left, and now in the green number pad on the right-hand side of the button, press in the numbers 2001. This will reveal this kind of combination letter thing. Try to spell the word Pluto. The first scroll wheel will have PL, the middle one will have U, and the last one will have TO. Now, press the red button again until the screwdriver appears on the right-hand side. Grab that screwdriver and bring it to the panel on the right-hand side that has the colored buttons pressed under it. Now, press the red one 4 times. This will reveal a new thing on the left-hand side. Press the button under Pluto that we probably should have pressed earlier to reveal a key in the letter U. Now grab that key, put it in the lock, and you're good to go. The second last ending is fairly simple. Press the red button in the middle twice and it will reveal the Roman numerals. Press the code 132231 like usual and pull that red lever to the right. Now, where you have the buttons that have the 1 and the 0 and the word Bender, press the 1001111. The final ending has dialogue to it similar to when you started the game and the man asks you to watch the panel while he uses the washroom. You ask what it's for and he just says it's a coffee machine. So you press the red button, a coffee cup will appear to the side and the credits will roll.